Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today's video will take you on a journey where the shadow of love and the power of silence collide. The title is The Shadow of Love: Why Your Silence Haunts Him. This is not just the story of one man, but of every relationship where desire and fear, closeness and distance, ego and soul speak to each other. If you have ever wondered why your silence unsettles his heart, then this video is for you. The distance between two hearts is rarely filled with words. More often, it is silence that carries the heaviest weight, silence that reveals the shadow he cannot face within himself. In Jung's view, every man holds within him a hidden feminine, an anima, the unspoken mirror of his soul. When he collides with your silence, that mirror trembles. He does not simply hear the absence of your voice. He hears the echo of his own unspoken truths. For years, he has built an armor of logic, control, and surface. His ego tells him he is the narrator of the story, that desire is his to claim, and intimacy his to grant. But when your silence descends, something within him shatters. For silence does not bow to conquest. It does not explain. It does not justify. It leaves him suspended before the hunger he has hidden behind pride. The hunger to be seen, to be chosen, to be enough without power or performance. Your silence becomes the stage where his projections dance. In you he sees the lost mother, the rejecting lover, the unreachable goddess. In Jungian thought, the anima is both muse and tormentor, and when you withhold your voice, she emerges fully. You are no longer simply a woman to him. You become the embodiment of his unfinished dreams, his unhealed wounds, his concealed fragility. This recognition terrifies him, for in your silence, he does not truly see rejection, but reflection. He faces the part of himself he cannot master, the need to be witnessed, to be chosen, to be enough in his own being. His ego screams, invents arguments, weaves stories that you do not care. Yet behind all these defenses, your silence pierces, exposing how fragile his control truly is. In the ancient dance of attachment, silence is the alchemical fire, the furnace where desire collides with humility, where possession dissolves into presence. When he is haunted by your silence, he is in truth haunted by the shadow of his own unfinished becoming. The Stoics taught that suffering does not come from events, but from the stories we tell about them. Likewise, your silence is not an event, but a mirror where his stories collapse. He can no longer pretend mastery over love. He can no longer hide behind the illusion of control. He stands exposed before the truth that intimacy is not conquered but invited, not possessed but received. For you, as woman, silence is not emptiness. It is sovereignty. It is the subtle declaration that your presence is not a commodity to be bargained with, but a force that reveals truth. This is not punishment nor cruelty. It is the eternal power of the feminine to transform through absence, to awaken through what remains unsaid. And so he grows restless, pacing in the chambers of his own psyche. At times he rages, at times he grows cold, at times he hides behind pride. Yet the haunting remains, for your silence has unlocked the doors of his shadow, and behind them waits the anima, forcing him to look, to feel, to descend into the underworld of his own heart. What he calls haunting is in truth initiation, for only in this confrontation can he begin individuation, Jung's great journey toward wholeness. To face the wound instead of projecting it. To claim the softness he has long denied. To see that your silence was never against him, but the sacred necessity of his own inner work. So remember, when you withhold words, when you sit in the dignity of your silence, you're not merely withdrawing. You are invoking. You are summoning him to the edge of himself. Some will resist. Some will turn away. But those who are ready will not experience silence as torment, but as a threshold. For the shadow side of his love is not your absence, but his refusal to face himself. And your silence is the key that calls him toward the only love worth seeking. The love that is born when shadow is embraced, when ego bows, and when the anima is no longer feared but held. This was today's story, the shadow of love, the power of silence. If, in this journey, you recognize yourself or your relationships, share your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe, and press the bell icon so you never miss the deep truths that await. Remember, silence is never just absence. It is the most powerful voice of love.